You're watching The Ugly Inside? Subscribe below.
Welcome to our big match preview. It's looking ahead to the FA Cup on Saturday night. Arsenal come to town, who haven't won at St Mary's in 14 years. Almost as old as my guest, Dan. Thanks for joining me once again.
I'm happy to be back after that big result in the Cup. Hopefully we can go through in another Cup.
Just briefly touch upon Wednesday night's memorable, historic, so many other words we can describe it. Just your thoughts, just quickly, mate.
I'm still a bit shocked, to be honest. I've had a smile all day. Nothing can ruin this for us fans. We've waited a long time for it, and now it feels like we've deserved it. The team have played so well in this competition. They really deserve it. But they also deserve to win the Cup itself and not just to get to Wembley.
Great words. I couldn't agree anymore. So on to Saturday then. Arsenal come to town. As I said, they haven't won down here in 14 years. Actually, the last time we met them in this competition was the 2003 FA Cup final in Cardiff. I'm sure you remember it well.
Yeah, a little bit.
What can we expect from Arsenal then? They've been in and out of form, but Giroud seems to be popping up with a lot of goals. Actually, their whole team in particular has been scoring a lot of late goals. So hopefully that's what we need to. We need to stay concentrated in the 90 minutes against Arsenal Saturday night.
Well, they're definitely a big goal threat, but if you're looking at the competition itself, they've only lost once in the last 2.5 seasons in the FA Cup. They lost to Watford last year in the quarter-final, but before that they'd gone unbeaten for quite a long time after winning it twice in a row. So they've obviously got confidence of winning the competition and doing well. But if you're looking at recent form, obviously we're coming off of a historic win, and so we'll be full of momentum, but so will they.
That's right, and I think our spirits will hold close to us and hopefully carry through to the players on Saturday night. As we expect, I think there's going to be rotation, but to be fair to Puel, it's probably the least amount of changes he made on Wednesday night. Obviously, the omission of Van Dijk, we don't know the extent of the injury yet, and also Jay Rodriguez came off injured at half-time as well. How big a miss are those two players in particular for this sort of game on Saturday?
It depends if we sign a striker, because obviously Rodriguez is getting back in the goals, but they've got a similar. Long and Jay have a similar amount of goals at the moment, 3 and 5, so it's not too much of a problem, especially if we sign a striker. But even if we signed another defender, Van Dijk is just such a huge presence on that pitch, and without him I don't know what can happen. We saw the partnership of Yoshida and Stevens on last night, and they were pretty solid to get a clean sheet at Anfield, so that is promising. But you can't finish the season. I don't know how long the injury is going to be, but let's say if it was about 3 months, we can't finish the majority of the season without him.
Yeah, Van Dijk, obviously a big player for us. But Stevens, to be fair to him, he actually fitted in quite naturally at centre-back. And like the rest of the team, a fantastic performance, a team performance most of all. And hopefully that spirit can continue on Saturday. Recent meetings down here, we've won quite a few of them.
Yeah, we've got quite a nice record against Arsenal. It was definitely a tie. If we were going to get a tie against the big club, it was definitely one of the clubs we would have liked to have had in the draw. But there could be a bit of a feeling of how times can change eventually, and they might put their bad form at St Mary's to bed.
We haven't had as much rest as Arsenal. They've had a few more days rest. We're coming off this tough game on Wednesday, so hopefully the players, not too many of them will be rotated, but let's wrap things up then and give us a summary and a score prediction. It's going to be a really good atmosphere on Saturday night.
It's going to be a great atmosphere. It's going to be interesting to see if Puel wants to try and get even further in this competition, having been in the cup final in the other competition already. We're definitely good enough to win it, we know that, and we have enough confidence of beating Arsenal, especially in a cup this season already at their place. So I think I'm quite confident. I think we could win this 2-1.
I like the sound of that. And let's finish off with some Claude Puel quotes. We've got some opportunities and some possibilities to continue the spirit. Any more that you can think of, let me know in the comments below. We should make a Claude Puel bingo card for his pressers. But Dan, thanks for joining me, mate.
Thanks, Freddie, and looking forward to the game.
Me too. And let us know your predictions in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more.